Okay, I'm Sadiva. This is my 50 sub special. I don't know why or how I did it, but I did it and it's finally time. So I asked in a broadcast what you wanted me to do, and I got one vote, and it was Balius, and he said that I should show you my collection. So here it is, and we're going to start off with PS2. Bear with me, I've got a lot of games, so it's going to take a while. And we're going to start off with a horror section, so Echo Night Beyond. Pretty old one, I've seen a playthrough of it, I quite liked it. It's very, well, it's similar to Fatal Frame with the puzzles and everything, but a lot older and a bit choppy, but looks rather good. And haven't played it yet because I've got too many games, but I'll get around to it at some point. So, talking of Fatal Frame, there we have it. This is the German one. It's called Project Zero over here in Europe. It is actually Fatal Frame. I can't play this game at night because it just scares me too much. I'm really, I scare easily, so I prefer to watch horror games being played instead of playing them myself. Yeah, but very good game. Love it to bits. Haven't finished it yet because I got too scared. The guy with the cleaver actually annihilated me and I got stuck there. So got to try it again at some point. So yeah. Okay, next up, Kuon. Another Japanese horror game. I rather liked it. It's set in a different age. Looks rather nice. I haven't played this one too much yet, so I haven't gotten too far yet, but I rather like it. Yeah, so another horror game, rather good actually. Right, then we have Resident Evil 4. Yes, I've got it too. Bought this as well. Asked Bal if I should. He said yes, so I got it. So yeah, rather fun. And I'm not good at first-person shooters. I die a lot, but okay, well, still fun. Silent Hill 3, and then we also have Silent Hill 4. Another two games which I can't play at night because I just get too scared. I played The Room. I really liked some of the stuff they did with, like, I can't give away too much, but if you look through the peepholes, the things that you see are rather good actually. And yeah, so that was pretty neat. Silent Hill 3, I haven't played it as much either, but what I've seen so far from other Let's Players is very good, so yeah. 2 down. Next one. Now for something different, Onimusha. This is one of the first games I actually bought for my PS2. I got the PS2 about 2 years after Final Fantasy X came out. I rather liked it. I like the Japanese kind of theme of it, and I thought it was really well done. I love the combat and everything, which was really cool, so very addicting. Didn't finish it yet. I have a tendency not to finish my games. I always start them, but I never finish. Well, I think I've only finished about a handful so far, so this is one of those I haven't finished. And keeping with the combat, we have Prince of Persia, Warrior Within. Very cool game as well. Also haven't finished it. I really like the combat. I like the style. It's very neat. It's kind of like the kind of game I really like to play. You'll see later when I do my PS3 game thing that I've got the other Prince of Persia as well. So yeah, I love it and total fun. Next up, Soul Calibur 2. I really like these kind of combat games. And this is one of the first. I think I used to play it in an arcade. I used to beat my sister. She was really bad at it. I was really good at it, and it was fun, really. And when I saw that it was available for the PlayStation 2, of course I had to get it. Don't have anyone to play with me, so oh well. Guess you can't have it all, can you? Right. Next, Stolen. Stolen I played as well. I saw a playthrough on YouTube. I liked the style of it and I liked the sneaky aspect of it. I actually failed in the tutorial because I didn't pay attention to to the way you, to the controls and everything. So I got stuck because I didn't know how to do one specific thing and I messed up, and it doesn't let you retry very much. So yeah, I had a big problem there. So, but I'm gonna have to give it another try because it looks rather good actually. It's a bit like Thief, I think. So we'll see. Right, Evil Twin. I really liked the art of it. Basically, I don't know much about the game. I liked the way it looked. Got it cheap at GameStop, so I just thought, okay, I'm gonna give it a whiz. So yeah, I've got it too. Everyone's got it, I think. At least everyone I know has got it. So yeah, I finally succumbed to it. I got it too. I'm not sure. I'm gonna play this and see if I like it, and then maybe decide whether I'm gonna get the version for the PS3 as well. So yeah, another one, Batman. I'm not really a big Batman fan. I don't like him that much, but I wanted to play a Lego game and this was the only one they had, so I picked it up. It's rather fun actually. It's not very Batman-y like the others, but it's, yeah, I'm having a ball really. It's rather nice actually. And we have Missed Exile. Whoops, which just fell down. This game shows me I'm really crap at solving puzzles. I don't know what it is with Myst, but Myst has really tough puzzles and you have to run to and fro. The loading of the screens takes a while and I'm too stupid to solve it without a guide, so I basically gave up on this one because it's just too finicky for me, for my liking actually. We have another combat game, Tekken Tag Tournament, one of my favorite games of all time. Big Tekken fan, always have been a big Tekken fan, and yeah, I only need someone to play it with, so yeah. Right, we have Sims. This is a German version. I live in Germany, and these versions are, well, the titles are German, way for multilingual releases, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, it's rather fun. It gets a bit, well, boring after you've played it for a while. It takes up huge space on the cards, so it's like, well, I don't know. Okay, now I'm gonna have two games. I haven't actually played any of these, so I can't really say much about it. I've seen some videos of Jade Cocoon too, which look really nice. Didn't know anything about Oni, but it looked rather good. It's kind of like a combat thing. Reminded me a bit of Zone of the Enders, so I'm gonna see if I like it, if it's any good. Let you know at some point probably. So yeah, so we're 8 minutes in, still got a lot to do. We're about not even halfway, so bear with me. Right, Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2. Final Fantasy X is one of the few games I actually finished, and it had me crying like a baby at the end, I'll admit it. Very cool story, I loved it to bits. It's actually the reason why I got the PlayStation 2 in the first place, because I wanted to play this game so much, and I was like, okay, I have to get a PlayStation 2 at some point. Got Final Fantasy X2 because I really liked 10, I thought it was really good. Got it cheap as well, and I thought I gave it a whiz. I don't like the combat in X2, I don't like it at all. I think the whole costume change thing is very gimmicky, and I thought it was just a bit too... I don't know, I didn't like it at all, I really didn't. So yeah, 10 great, X2 not so much. Then we have another one, Final Fantasy XII. I really like this one as well. What I think is really cool is that it allows you to change the combat style, so you have like the old combat style that you had in 10, or you can choose to take the other one, which is the new one. I don't like the new one, so I basically opted for the old one. It's very good. It's really tough. It's harder than Final Fantasy X, I thought. It's a real challenge, but I really like the maps and everything, so far I'm really enjoying playing this as well. But it's incredibly long, so yeah. We have another group of games, Ratchet Clank, who doesn't know them. These are only the PlayStation 2 ones. I've got some for the PlayStation 3 as well. I love these games to bits. They're so funny and they always make me laugh, and I love Ratchet and Clank, so I don't think I need to say much about it, do I? Everyone knows them, so yeah. Excellent games. Next, Need for Speed Underground. This is like the only car game which I really like. I like decking out, I like really pimping up the ride and stuff like that, which is really fun. I've got it for the PC as well, and oddly enough, I'm really good on the console. I'm really bad on the computer, so I basically opted to play on the PS2 instead. It works pretty good actually, and I really like it. And the soundtrack is awesome. The soundtrack is really good. Next up is a game which is grossly underrated, which is a piece of art. It's Psychonauts. One of my favorite games. It's got a wicked sense of humor. The art style is great. I really love this game to bits. It's so awesome. It's a shame it didn't do better. I guess you can't change it, but if you have the chance to pick it up, you definitely should, because it's really good. It's a great platformer. The humor's great. The art style's very cool. So if you see it, get it. It's really well worth it. Now, another very pretty game, which is Alchemy. Definitely another one of my favorites. It has a very unique art style, which I love. It's very it reminds you of a Japanese painting, more or less. And you play Amaterasu, which is the white wolf you see there. A lot of fun, completely unique game controls basically. Great game so far. I got stuck somewhere in between with a fishing bit, with the last fish you have to catch. I'm gonna definitely have to try it again, but yeah, well worth getting. Very nice game. Now we have a few games of a series which I absolutely love to bits. Most of you probably know it anyway. This is Shin Megami Tensei. This is Persona 3. I've got both versions. I got the P3 first. I think about a year later they came out with P3 FES. I decided to get that too at some point. I haven't finished P3 yet, so I'm gonna hold off on the second part of FES. But I really love the strategy of it, and I love the art style of it. So very cool games, very strategic. Bit difficult at times, but it's really well worth getting into. We also have Persona 4. Of course. I'm only missing, I think, one of the games so far. I think I'm missing Digital Devil Saga, but I've got pretty much all the others for the PS2. So it's also a very cool game. I really love the story of this one. It's very intriguing. It's like a thriller. Very well done, so extremely cool. This one, Lucifers Call. It's called Nocturne in America. It's also Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne in America. This one is really tough. It's extremely difficult. I basically got to a point where I got annihilated because I was way underleveled, so it's really tough. This is the one that's got Dante from Devil May Cry in it, and he is a bitch to beat. He really is. Incredibly tough, very cool. I think this one has the coolest person you actually play. Like I like the way he looks like this demi-fiend with the tattoos he's got on his body. It just looks great. I like the visual style of this one the most from all of them, so yeah. So we got Digital Devil Saga 2 as well, and then we have Devil Summoner Raidu Kusunoha versus the Soulless Army. So I'm missing Digital Devil Saga 1, but I'm gonna get that at some point. I've played Devil Summoner as well. I've played them both actually. What I like is basically that they're completely different. They always change up the games in a way that keeps it interesting, even if you've played the others. They always have a unique story, unique combat and all that. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Shin Megami Tensei series, and I always will be. So right, I'm running out of time for the first one, so second one is, well, we'll continue in part 2. See you in a bit.